What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the RabidMining YouTube channel. And BITMAIN is releasing yet another beast of an ASIC miner. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about the K7. Specs are kind of undetermined, but it looks like some leaks have revealed them. So the K7 miner is an ASIC, so it's only dedicated for a single algorithm. In this case, that is Eaglesong, which is the CKB Nervos coin. So let's have a quick look at the competition here, and we can see half of them are by Goldshell and the other half, we have a BITMAIN one in there. But the newest and latest model is the Goldshell CK6, which came out in December of 2021. So it's not even 1 year old yet. It is 19.3 terahash at 3,300 watts, 80 decibels, and at 12 cents per kilowatt hour, it's negative $2.65. I would like to thank T-Swift for sending me this screenshot here, but right when BITMAIN did announce that miner, AdPool went from not having CKB upwards to 8 petahash on the network. So it was a massive climb. Here we can obviously see probably some BITMAIN testing going on at this point. And here we are. As we know, Cancun, BITMAIN's having its big thing. Some people have been talking about it, and it looks like the DX pool released some specs and a profitability calculator. So here on CKB, we can see 63.5 terahash at 3,080 watts. It is going to produce about 9,045.9145 CKB per day, which is a revenue of $22.72 before power. At 12 cents per kilowatt hours, it uses about $8.87, and it is profitable at $13.85, where every other miner is currently in the red. So let's have a look at the Nervos network and kind of get an idea of current price. So the current price of Nervos is 0.002494. If we look back, it came out in around 2019 here. It looks like November 21st of 2019. It's a fairly new coin, and this was its first bull run. And it followed the Bitcoin pump fairly close. So, it looks like it has potential to move upwards quite a bit with the crypto swings. Unlike some of the GPU coins like Ravencoin, for an example, where it has a massive following, a lot of people are saying good things about it, but it actually spiked a little bit before the Bitcoin pump, and it didn't do anything ever since. So like the big Bitcoin pump, the first one was in this area somewhere, and then the second all-time highs were over here, and we did not even see Ravencoin recover from this initial one. So it's been in a kind of free fall ever since on the way down, meaning in the next bull run, we might not see some of these coins that a lot of people are talking about even hit previous all-time highs. We don't know. But Nervos does look like to be following Bitcoin in terms of price pumps fairly well. Now, with that being said, it did peak at a price of a little over 3.75 cents, so 0.03787. And if we look at the current profitability of a little over 9,000 coins a day, this thing is making $342 USD before power if Nervos hits these price levels yet again, or even higher in the next bull run. That's pretty insane to think about. So what even is Nervos in the first place? I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Let me know in the comments below. We have Nervos, I don't even know, but check this out. And this is on paper a fairly good coin. I've never really mined it. I don't have an Eaglesong miner or anything, but look at this. Access to any asset, any blockchain. Choose your interface, choose your crypto, and stick with it, but still access the entire space. The frustration of multiple wallets, exchanges, and seed phrases is no more with Nervos. So, that's a nice, easy go-to for everyone. You can operate dApps from any wallet or solution. Code with flexibility, bring dApps from anywhere, and layer 2 solutions for seamless scaling. There is a lot of people that do believe in this coin, and personally, I never really looked into it, but like I said, on paper, it's not too bad. Now, I'm not trying to pump the crap out of this or anything, because I don't really know anything about this blockchain, but what I do know is BITMAIN is destroying the other manufacturers of ASICs and making extremely profitable machines these days. All right, so now let's compare specs between the new BITMAIN K7 and Goldshell's biggest beast, the CK6, kind of like what we did with the KA3 in the past and saw how big of an improvement that was. So we have the K7 coming in at 63.5 terahash, where the CK6 is 19.3. That is a 44.2 terahash difference, or 3.2 times the hash rate over the CK6. Now, coming in with power consumption, the K7 is using 3080 watts, where the CK6 is 3300 watts. That is a 220 watt difference. So you're getting like 3.2 CK6s for 220 watts less than a single one. That is pretty insane in a comparison. There's nothing on the market that can match this, just like what we're seeing with the Kadena miners. All right, guys, so while I was recording this video, I actually got insider leak of the K7. So I have screenshots or pictures as well as pricing for these miners. So here's some pictures coming straight out of Cancun, where BITMAIN is putting on their little get-together show there. I actually was invited, but I don't have a passport, so that fails. So I didn't manage to get to this, but it'd be pretty sweet to be there, I think. Anyway, regardless, it looks like your standard 4-fan ASIC miner here. 2 in the back, 2 in the front. I believe this is probably your front version because your plugs are in the back over here. And then looking at the back section here where your plugs are, it's looking a lot like your E9 Ethash miner. Ethereum Classic, whatever miner here. It has this longer out here. Here's your power supply. It's using 2 C13 plugs, so we can see that here. Most likely, because it's, using 3080 watts, you're going to have to run this on 200 volt plus, I am assuming. And here we can see K7 63.5T. We can see a serial number, amp miner, and Ethernet plugged in. We got an SD card, your standard BITMAIN, like you'd see on your L3 pluses and everything here in terms of underneath this control board kind of hub here. So there's some leaked photos. As for pricing, it looks like this is going to come in from vendors. So these are vendor prices around $6,210, and it's going to be shipping around December 15th to 30th. Now, I don't know which vendor this is actually from right now, those prices, but BITMAIN will undercut this coming directly from their store. So we could probably expect a price of around $4,000 to $5,000 coming out of BITMAIN's store itself once they do start to open up sales on their own. Now, I do want to point one more thing out. So here is the serial number from this miner here to see if it actually shows up at the BITMAIN website. And we can see that it actually has 171 days remaining of warranty. So the serial number is working on BITMAIN's site as well. So seeing how we are on the topic of BITMAIN and ASIC miners and how they're just destroying the markets, as we can see here, the L7, which did come out towards the end of 2021 as well, is still the only profitable script miner with 12-cent power. Now, obviously, people with cheaper power, they're profitable on L3 pluses and mini Doge Pros and stuff like that. But regardless, for most of us out there with 10 cents and higher, this is the only profitable miner. And there are rumors of them dropping another one within the next 6 months. Now, they haven't teased anything here in the aspect of a new script miner. There's just a lot of rumors floating around. And really, the only competition is themselves. So are they actually going to beat themselves out of their own market? Are they going to release something way beyond this? Because, we've been looking at the KA3, which is 4x the hash rate. We got this K7, which is 3 times. So what if they even come out with a 3x miner on script? We could be looking at like a 27 gigahash script miner if, the rumors are true. That's going to be pretty insane just to think about moving forward. But right now, the L7 is already the dominant miner. And, in terms of being on head of the market, they already are for script. So I don't know if they actually are going to do this or they're going to wait till the next bull market or something, because, that could be like a $200,000 miner if they drop something like that within the next bull market. So yeah, it's very crazy, guys. It's very crazy how BITMAIN is really taking everything over. And if you're unfamiliar with the script algorithm, this is what Litecoin and Dogecoin runs on. That's the 2 main coins here. Usually you're mining Litecoin and you're merge mining with Dogecoin. Now, don't get merge mining confused with dual mining like you do on GPUs. GPU dual mining is trying to utilize your entire GPU, one coin that's core based and the other coin on memory based, but you are hindering hash rates on both ends trying to mine 2 coins at once. Now, when you're merge mining, on an ASIC, legit merge mining, you're at full hash rate on both coins at the same amount of power. You're not using any extra power. So example, using this L3, 9.5 gigahash L7, I mean, not L3, you're using 3,425 watts and you're getting the full 9.5 gigahash on both Litecoin and Dogecoin at the same time. And you're still only using 3,425 watts. So that's pretty insane to think about. But I just wanted to point out this little rumor here about the new script miner that may be coming, but I don't know if it actually will because, like I said, they're already dominating the market with the L7. So they may be just saving that in the background in case someone releases a new script miner. Who knows? All right, guys, so that does pretty much wrap up this video, but I am very curious to know your guys' comments on this new K7 miner. What are your thoughts? Do you plan on trying to get one of these? Do you don't plan it? Do you hate ASICs? Are you totally anti-ASIC? I know a lot of GPU miners really hate ASICs, but with the future of GPU mining and crypto and stuff in general, you are going to have to adapt. And the thing is, these are profitable. So take it any way you want. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.